Flumamu wabakuba emundu ngava mu kika kyosigala abakuba emundu gwosigala atutandika ekika kyaffe. At least
So I know that.
okay. Kyasoma kyasoma okusoma kw'obukulu naawe okumanyi oba okyasomanga omwana akusindikira akafaananyi ebirowoozo bidduka bagenda okubuuza awana otegeddewo abonna bufuumuuse naye kulemerako just kulemerako.
Yeah, it works. The 5th of November, the 5th of May.
Nga si yangu
Just kind of wondering if everything falls in sequence.
so
It's like a solar eclipse. Everything lines up. Seasons. Everything lines up. Nature, Mother Nature's always acting out though. But that's nature for you.
what about
Human nature, Mother Nature, nature of things, their nature, your nature, animalistic nature, spiritual nature. You get what I'm trying to say? But everything lines up, doesn't it? So what is perception and perception? Isn't that what all the factors is all about? The one who think they know it all. Trying to convince the world that they know it, the facts of things, by looking at their assumption towards things, their annihilation toward things. So what is perception from deception? As I keep on teaching about this month and this week, the 5th month, the 5th of November, for them to remember about the treason. For everything entwined, doesn't it? So all everyone could ask is, who am I? Isn't that the factor of this thing, isn't it? Who does he think he is? That's all it is. Perception to deception.
No.
So am I deceiving anyone or misleading anyone? Or am I just speaking the truth that runs through? So everybody's wondering why he's live, what he's going to talk about now. Not much. More than all the frustration that I have to deal with until it's the 5th. I'm actually empty-handed. I need something to do. I hate not having something to do, something to challenge me. I like knowledge. I'm hungry for knowledge. I'm hungry. No, my hands are empty. I felt like I accomplished the whole world and gained nothing. And nothing had changed. So what is deception and perception? So everybody know that we're at war, right? So Canadian, you know, there's no job. The only job left is to become a soldier. So enroll yourself, man. I'm just saying. They call for duty, I'm out. Bro, good luck trying to find me. I'll serve on my land, bro. Don't send me across seas. I'll protect my land. But don't expect me to go overseas. Just saying. I know my enemy's here. And if I have to fight this war alone, on my own, I would do that again. But don't try to send me across board and ignore the facts and the truth here. So everybody's going to get orders and they want to know your damn service number. Motherfucker, I forgot that shit. It's not to say I forgot it. I'm just not going on duty, bro. I'm staying here to fight my own war if I have to.
Scared to see who I am. Told you where I would be. How do you expect me to speak? If your heart bound to worship others is illegal.
That's you know what I'm saying?
My rage is jealousy. How do you want to show me the kindness that I provide for you? The love, the nurture, the shelter. Why should I not be God? This war is the hard to fight. Do not buy love. Jeremiah, my prophet, Logan Choy, is I.
So. Perception and deception. There's another deception that nobody knows about. The Raptors game, all is set up. So this is the next thing I need to speak about. Everything that they've been doing for the last 10 years of John Tory planning to put people in housing. The Crown line for him to get that authorization. The problem is Ford cut 20 counselors. From a city that keep on growing, it was pointless for those councils to be cut. Now you have a majority government ruling over the city because of the influence of their thoughts and thinking. To say that we're going to have the majority vote if we cut the less voters out. These guys are the one who hold statute, hold implementation, borders for you to vote on to say this is implemented wrong on another. Now you cut those councils out. You only have one vote for whatever permission, violation, injustice towards that part of government that is governed to you. Elected in full by corporations such as broadcasting lies to you. Televising CTV, City TV, City Pulse. 100,000 to sell their city out. Everyone is putting two and two together yet? Wow. Let's salute the general. So, misconception and deception. Am I supposed to be at ease, knowing that we're still at seas? Am I supposed to be at peace when I don't see peace around me still? I'm going to the force, I'm going to hold my peace. So I got to keep peace without the peace. Everybody's telling me I should have a peace. The judge told me not to. I'll keep the peace, Your Honor. But I'm going to get my peace back. enroll my damn self in the army so that way I can walk around doing what the fuck I need to do to these motherfuckers now. Simple, isn't it? I swore to take a sovereign to my country, but you want me to keep the peace without it. So let's go back on some of these things, videos, since I started this WikiLeaks-ish. So, council meeting, city hall meeting before councilors are cut. So if you guys understand these things of what's going on, how long I've been in their nose and faces. So one more video before the corona. So if you could see, this is when they took the book from St. Joseph from Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, that did the exhibition in St. Lynchon in Peterborough and Kawartha. And these guys said, oh, we're gonna bring back the book to your library and you can come back and pick it up. So you know what I'm saying? So this is when the whole plan is for them to take the crown land. Knowing that the sovereign is black people, 100 years, native, supposed to claim that land. They thought that's the only proof I have, so they tried to steal my book and stole my book, in fact. And Bersha also stole my bag of my campaigning. And this campaign, they tell me I'm not on the list. Messed up ish, isn't it? So, who are these smart, intelligent fools to try to trick a city, not knowing the arbitrary plot comes to light, doesn't it not? And we're not supposed to worry. Isn't that what my campaign sheet tells everybody, not to worry? What's the plan? Let them build so we can move in. There's $50 billion that you're supposed to build on Crown Land, isn't it, for the next generation? Isn't that what you did? Are you worried about yet the car that's going to lay on your hands yet? You're not thinking about these cards yet, are you? Let me give you a clue, since you don't want to listen as a fool as you are. BNB. They're not going to be in Toronto anymore, are they? They're going to try to sell their share and run, ain't they? There's not going to be no ride share no more, no Uber. What are you going to do then, bro? We know every company that you signed a deal with. We know everybody that you sold our city out to. What are you going to do now? You want to see court papers? Is that what you want to see? What's going on, yo? Huh? You want to see what's going on with you now? Huh? Is that what you want to know? What's going to happen to you? How big is your bank account, bro? How are you going to feel when we drain that shit down to zero? As I said, you're allowed to come and build for the next generation. You just don't understand those generation of black people, do you? Low income. You build a high-rise condo. Bro, that's the job. That's what the monarch put the money to do. Every 40 bumbaclaw years to build for the low income. What, you don't know about sovereign, bro? Patriotic? Treason? Heart of war? Invasion? Inflation? What, do you think everyone's new or something, dog? You think war taxes just got created or something? Mind, perception, deception, from misconception? Huh? Getting my drift now, dog? Thank you for building. That was the point and the purpose of the law. Get your paperwork ready. You understand now? Goes around, comes around, doesn't it now? You did not understood the game you were playing. You did not understood the forces against you and the force I have with me. You try to erase history and rewrite it. Proclaim it. What is education then to you? Please explain it. If one have come from nothing to be above it, you exclude the knowledge, the wisdom from one, to contain their riches, to know their law, to know what is their own. How long have you targeted a young black man for? 150 years, sir? How long have you been hanging and lynching black people for? Huh? Come on, man. There's internet and Google, bro. There's information for us to learn on our fucking own. Do we need your classroom, dog? Do we need to spend your money on your foolish fucking education, bro? Huh? Do we look like mind manipulated and fool running to get a job to stop another to get in front of the line, dog? Is that what you think your history is going to repeat itself? Is that what you think the world's going to be that you created before? Do you think that's what God's going to stand for? Is that what you thought? Cause you have no fucking heart? Huh? You thought I'm gonna bring brimstone and lightning and shooting and killing people. Isn't that your plan, dog? To tell everybody how cruel God is? Huh? A war for the soul. Not one infrastructure or trees or anything is going to be hurt. But people is going to lose their soul. And darkness is going to come to the light. Truth will reveal itself. Now tell me this. Who is to fear if they're scared of telling the truth? Knowing only God to fear. Riddle me this, riddle me that. My dears, listen closely here. Because if you lie, you obviously fear of the truth. So you are going to fear God because you lie too much. And you're scared that the truth have caught up to you. Ain't ya? Now you fear God. Who am I? But you're scared to say my name once again. But not understanding the work that I'm doing towards it. I still got patience to hear those words from your lips. Who am I? So once again, to teach the hard-headed who don't understand these words. For only one person can utter them, much less explain them. For the beginning was the Word, and in the end is the Word. For you to fear God and to understand what truth is. Because God is the law. And I will not stand for bullshit. One more finish up the story so you understand what the plot was in the first beginning. So listen closely here, my dear.
Give thanks. Give her a big round of applause. No problem. Jah, Rastafari, the Most High. Father is the one who gave us life, and He's the one who takes the breath away. So we have to give thanks for everything around us. He made it perfect for us. So Torontonians, let's make a change. I only build a ship and said build it and they will come. So I'm waiting for you guys to actually board. Because all the rest of the parts of them already sealed in the hurricane season. So my ship's still up on the deck. So let them sail in the open ocean and let the whole of them ship rumble. And let them sail in the open ocean and let the whole of them ship they stretch and they feel. So people, you're the government. So I built the ship for you to take it back. So that we're the one who suffered. We're the one who's on the street. We have no security, no job, no home. 25 years, we still pay rent. Why don't we have a home to go live into? Why can't our family have something? Why are we working like slaves up today? It's 2020. Father is good, and He made me here today. So it's up to you guys to actually take the rest. I'm only here working for you. Good.
So you have to understand these things. To fight this war, it's not hard because God already said not to buy their merchant. I'm just saying. Everything's already written for this time. Who am I?
Okay. Alright, let me be a little bit gentle. A little bit more silent so people can have understanding. Let's have understanding and understanding. Because if we don't understand what self-care is, we will never get lower. So we have to have patience. If you don't know what patience is, just give the person a chance to explain to you how they would like to get help. Do not force something on someone. Give them a chance to relax and to know you. Be gentle like a mom, nurturing mother, like a father is a nurturing father. So women, children, and gentlemen, the Father is the only thing that we have. He's the only one that always cares for us. When we have nothing, we always hope for Him. And He always provides because He knows our needs. So Jah, the Most High, is resting in I. He chose me as a vessel to do His work. He called my name 3 times before He reveals His face to me. So I'm not sure if you guys understand these words that's uttered from my mouth. But I am the one. If you do not want to board, nothing will change. I'm giving you a chance, an opportunity to take the government. I have no party because my mom taught me not to join gangs. I cannot join a conservative, a liberal, or NDP. It's the people that's suffering. It's the people that's homeless. It's the people that's hungry. We should have greenhouses. We should have safety, road traffic. They should have getting tickets to be in the
So you know what I mean? These are a lot of things. So perception and deception, to know that our government is not our government that's governed over us. So you got to wonder about the mind perception when that happened to us. 25 councils cut from us. Building housing on Crown land is cut from us. Perception and deception. Catch my drift yet or what? Enough is enough. The court paper is already here. So for the one who's want to left one to fight for all self, sacrifice oneself. How much more do you need to know what to do to help your people, your citizen, your classmate, your countryman? How much more proof you want from me? How many? Do you just like to be entertained? Do you just not like to listen? Do you don't have a feel in a heartbeat to know the difference between change and what changeover is? To know perception from deception is? Or you just don't know the law, much less to care about it. So you choose not to know God then. Now you understand. Do you still want me to fight? Because then you will understand the different side of God, won't you? So what is the perception and deception of things then? For one to see so much thing within a self, to know their self. But whoever noticed the sacrifice that one have let everyone. But that perception of self is still deceptive from that self. To know that the world can only find God by sacrificing themselves. You have called the Gandhi have burned himself by self-sacrifice. You have called Jesus being hanged by self-sacrifice. You have called Martin Luther King self-sacrifice by getting assassinated, self-sacrifice. So everyone that had found the Father, you have sacrificed. What is deception from perception? So, who to see beyond things as most cannot see? The factuality of things that is hidden in front of the self, but not seeing what is the self. So, everyone is portraying no self because we're taught to manipulate another self. Educational shit, isn't it? That we only learn to proclaim and judge and point upon something else. For when I was learning about history, I've been hearing about World War I and World War II, to tell you the damn truth.
1867.
But me growing up,
This is where people end up reaching further and further into the
I'm always...
But Toronto government or Ontario government wants to build a subway around the city and trap everybody inside the city instead of bringing everybody out in the suburb. Peterborough is a retirement town. They don't want any young people or any culture. They're just
Yeah,
racist.
finally know how to pause it.
That is a land that basically belongs to black people
This is
and
weird.
native. So you don't know all these people retire and they go out of town and their farm, they're late.
I finally
They
know
don't
how
wanna
to
see
pause my
nobody
videos.
else. So everybody's just modern day slavery in the system. But my point is, they're burning down every structure. That's basically crown land for your ancestors, your grandkids' future. Toronto has no more future. They take the kids from the parents. Parents are in shelter. You don't know where the kids are, probably in jail. So, this is your city and this is war. This is how you conquer a country. So if you guys are smart and listening to this thing, fight for your future. Ontario is going to be owned by the state.
5 years ago, I predict this crap. 5 years ago. So you want to see the timeline that's going on. So imagine that. War Memorial. That's the War Memorial. Over 100 years that fought the war for 1812. So you see their plan is to burn down the school.
So imagine to all the people.
So you
that
get what I'm trying to say? What is deception from perception? Eglinton West line. So you know there's also a line on Finch. So what is the story between Finch? So guys, do you want me to dig into this? Because you know I love history. And I love when people try to cover up the truth.
When are they going to build a train in Peterborough?
So what is Jane and Finch? What is Jane and Finch, guys?
That's the way, like, next 20
Think about this for a second.
So,
So, Eglinton is being built with a cross line. Finch is being built with a cross line. Queen Street is being built with a cross line. Are you seeing the train track? 1867, 1790. So you want to know those two history? And now we're in the 21st century. Railroads. The native was seeing a giant horse, a hind horse, with full force, blowing steam out their nostrils, coming across the land, ripping out trees, planting the disease left behind those trail tracks. So the native was joining forces from all the clans and defeat the British from 1790 from sea to land. Now the queen is a native black Jamaican. They have called her Pocahontas, and they're haunting us with their legacies and tragedies that they try to bring upon the black people across seas. Pharisees, they have tried to conquer what they have seized. But the ancestry's kids have grown from all the betrayals and disease that they have thrown to eliminate these kids from seas. Through economists, conquerors, leaders to deceive a nation, a world that is lost without God creation. For now, the world is living with souls and pity and sorrows, lost and phasm and hungry, wondering, what have we done? That everyone start calling on the sun, asking for that chosen one, a savior to come save us from all this misery and victory. Who am I? God said they're going to call me many names. That's all I know. So I cannot tell you. That's why I keep on asking y'all. Because God said y'all going to call me God. And y'all would know that there is a God. So put two and two together quickly. You don't want me to tell you when time is going to run short on you. So the next piece of this video that I have to show you guys, because y'all need to know this. It's about the graveyard, the war memorial, is what we need to find out. So say that there's graveyard that they can't dig up, do they? But they did dig up one at Emmett and build a hospital. Because I came to this country and there was a graveyard back there at York Umbrella School in Emmett. And that school was built for a special school. In 1995, that school was built. So that school was built by the founders of the Maroons to build a special school. And those kids that was in that school was very special kids, if you know what I mean in my drift. But for 3 years, they have cut the funding from that school. Why were they furious of these kids in that school? Knowing that these kids were going to be leaders. And just because these kids not pay 1 penny, they have cut the funding from that school. What were they fear of? Makes you think, right? Just saying, people do good and people try to erase it. Just saying, yo. put two and two together to understand my drift and my points of things. Because I am pointing out each one out to you to see and learn. Because I know what self-sacrifice is. And I don't see none of y'all ish doing it.
Good afternoon, Torontonian News of the Public. Logan Choy reporting. Today's news is about salute. In general, salute your leader, Logan Choy. Alright. In the hair. Half an hour ago, there was chemtrail, so we're being sprayed. Too much joy in St. Patty's. So happy St. Patty's! So, we just got sprayed. So be vigilant, Torontonians. We're at war. Enough is enough. We have a sovereign of what is. We have a land to protect. Too much weird ish going around us. You know? Things are being demolished. Going back in time. So why are they doing all this? Makes you wonder about this. Isn't it? Oh, sound too specific. Too weird to me. So I gotta look at each thing that I don't see that entwined with our ways. Is it? So things that's out of the blue makes you wonder too, doesn't it? Does it scare you? Knowing that it's not the norm? Does it or not? Do you see my eyes? What I see in my sight? The sky is supposed to be bright, but is it? And is it night?
So,
these are the things that I wonder about.
Understand all this. So now I made it to 500 subscribers and they're more worry and fury now. Because now if they did take any money out, it's going to go straight to, you know what I mean, paper trail. So there's just too many things that just don't make sense, does it? So the most important video that we all know is about the graveyard, the sovereignty.
Die, February. Mary. These are marble stones. So you know these stones cannot be taken out. So here you see, February, everybody died in 1856. This is the thing I'm trying to tell you, it's pretty scary. '57, 51. James. There's a lot of.
So you know black people have named by the plantation and all that, right? But if you're mixed, do you have a white man name? You see what I'm trying to say? The way all intelligent fools are, they don't know this, do they?
1852, once again.
So, what is intelligent fools?
Once again. 1850. So you tell me if this ain't something kind of scary to you. What I'm trying to say, there was assassination back then. Remember, John St. Joseph from St. John, Nova Scotia, did an exhibition since 1800 to see lynching of black people in Peterborough, Kawasa, of black people in hang, black people for their land. For 100 years, if there's kids in an ancestry that is buried here, murdered probably. Hey! unrest souls? Do you understand the torment? Do you understand the curses? Nobody understands this, do they?
So what is the curse of the land now if you don't know the way of the land? That's why the storm.
Reconcile them when you can't recognize the thing you have done. You have broken into the Hawkeye of the library to steal evidence of history, to build condoms in a graveyard and cemetery, to disrespect the dead that stood for us.
So, what are you guys gonna do now? Knowing everything you have done by cutting counselors, by making fake promises in election to steal crown land that belongs to black native Jamaicans. Bob Marley has sung a song, Win the War for North of America. That's Canada. The Underground Railroad was built because of Canada taking slaves from the south to bring them to the north. You have killed Bob Marley. Don't you know the truth will come to the light? For speaking the word about their sovereignty, and you have fooled the world that a prophet did not exist to Bob Marley. He is saying every song about God. Don't you understand the plan is for the time of the coming of everyone to understand who God is and what God's words are? You don't like the words, do you, as much as you look at my color of my skin? Because we speak it proudly and you do not understand it, but your skin is light as pale as a wool, a sheep, the cloud, but there's nothing. So in the beginning was light and darkness. Darkness have came to the light. Where have the light flee to? If you catch my drift. So one and the other have balanced out the self to the other self. For one self does not know itself from that self. For I have known myself, and you have judged me within those self. For I still am the same self. Now towards yourself. Are you rageously jealous of self? Confused self. Denial self. In the river of denial. Self-conflict self. Reflect self upon self that cannot understand the reflection and on that self. Cannot, can you? And you still can't step forward to know your own self, to make that self-sacrifice to. Until you be able to step forward, then you're stepping forward, ain't you? But right now you're just holding back, thinking, talking, plotting, dreaming, wishing, all that. But still can't step forward. You're scared to say there's a God forcing you to go forward, but you still refuse to. But you still want to do good, but refuse to. Why am I not listening to Mr. Choy? He's telling me just step forward. No, I have no fear, only fear God. But I don't know God. So why am I going to step forward for? Ain't nobody's going to help me to do what I need. But Mr. Choy stepped forward, and look how great he made me. So why am I scared to step forward for and do what he told me? Because I don't know God. But God would know me if I step forward. So, why are you scared and why you fear? You already have care of what you need to care for. Blessed everyone, one love. Trust me, that's why God said he's with you. All you gotta do is just watch my videos. Just remember about my great works that I do, yo. Just read the Bible if you have to. Stick to the old, though. Nothing new underneath the sun. So who dare you to write on to my words, yo? No, call that blasphemy, motherfuckers. Disrespectful. Put God first and foremost.